Hello, this is Nathan with UnitConnect.com, property management software. I wanted to record this video to give a new update on a recently released feature. And so to get started, when you're logged into the platform, if you come over to our admin page, and we're going to scroll down to application management and manage notifications. Okay, we're going to come over to tenant notifications. And so we can see that in this section, we can edit different email notifications to go out to both tenants and managers. So for example, when rent is due, we can send to the tenant or to the manager for lease expiration, insurance expiration, and the exercise of an option. Here on the right-hand side, we can modify our email template. So here we can see when the email should go out. So in this example, it's going to be sent on the second, third, and fourth day of when rent is overdue. We can configure 3 days. So if I wanted to change it to the 8th or 9th or whatever it may be. So only 3 options can be selected. And here is our template dictionary. So this is where you can select different placeholders within the email. And so we can see that here in our subject line, reminder, invoice, and then it's going to pull the invoice number for that tenant from your company name. And each of these placeholders is going to be replaced with the relevant value. So we have our property address, tenant, landlord, and this is a reminder that you have an outstanding balance of the amount to view your invoice. Please click on the following link. Best regards, management. So we can make changes. If we wanted to, this is a change. So I can just click save, and then that will be changed in our email template. So now if I come back to modify, we can see that's still there. So I'm just going to delete that and revert back. All right, so in addition to the rent due, we can also make the same modifications for these other 3 notification alerts. So if I come over again to here, we have a similar configuration where we can notify for lease expiration the number of days before. So in this example, it's 30, 60, and 90. And again, we have our email template where we can modify the subject and the body, very identical to our previous example. Okay, so the next option, or the next thing that can be changed, is that we have the ability to change whether this applies at the property level as well as the leaseholder level or the tenant level. So if I click on send to leaseholder, then we can select activate for all properties, activate for all tenants, or we can restore our last settings. So let's say that I wanted to modify on a property level. So if I come over to properties, and let's just select one of our properties here, and I'm going to go move this and come over to property info. And we're going to come to notifications to tenants. So we can see this is again at the property level. And so if I just click on rent due, do you want to activate this notification for all tenants of this property? Activate. Then that would be active at that property level. If I turn this off, then it'll just go back. And additionally, what we can do is we can go to the tenant level. So if I look at, let's go to units. And so let's say, let's go to this tenant right here, view tenant. And we can see that here on the right-hand side are notifications to tenant section. And so we can say, or we can see that this is currently active, and it says that it's inactive on a higher level. So that means that it's inactive at the property level. So, but I just want to share that it's possible to toggle on and off for each of these sections, right? So I can toggle this on, or if I toggle it on. So right now, by doing that, it says the tenant will not receive notifications while it is inactive on the property level. Do you want to activate this notification on the property level? Activate. And so now if we reload the page, come back to notifications. So what we need to do is come over to the property information, come back to notifications to tenants. Okay, so it's saying, so this is on, but it's inactive for the app settings. So I'm going to come over to the admin page and try that again. So we're going to go down to application management, and we're going to turn this on. Tenant settings, send to leaseholder, and save. And so now if we just verify that, go back to properties, I'm going to select the same property. I'm going to go to property information. I'm going to come to notifications, and so we can see that that is currently working. And if we come over to the tenant level, and if I modify this, view tenant, we can see that the rent due is on, and so we don't have that inactive on higher level notification that's displaying. So again, just to re-clarify, we can make this setting available for only certain tenants. So in the example, if I go back to the property example, let's say you have a property where for whatever reason you only want certain tenants to receive these notifications, then I could turn it on for the first one and turn it off for the rest, or however you want it configured. Or another example could be that let's say you have multiple properties, however you only want to be able to notify, or sorry, you only want the tenants at certain properties to be notified versus other properties. So we would just come over to our other property, go to property information, and let's say we didn't want this to apply. So then we would have this off, right? So send notifications to tenants is off for this property. So that is an overview for this new feature. If you have any questions about it, please reach out to our support team, support@unitconnect.com, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a good day.